You guys were waiting for this, weren't you? Yep. Hello everyone, Mega Man NG here, and it's time now for another Flash episode review. It's a weekly review at that, and I'm getting the hang of it. This week, we're going to be centering our focus on an episode that a lot of us have been hyped for. Welcome to Earth-2. So here's the deal. I'm going to provide my summary, as well as what I think about the plot, and what I liked and disliked about the episode. But by the time I'm done with this review, you can probably guess what my reaction to all of it is. Let's begin. After the events of last week's episode, Barry and his friends decide to go to Earth-2 in the hopes of saving Wells' daughter, Jessie. Caitlin and Jay stay behind while Barry, Cisco, and Wells head to the other Earth. What begins as a mission to rescue Jessie turns into one of attrition, with Barry taking the place of his Earth-2 counterpart and getting involved with some very dangerous metahumans. Back at Earth-1, a metahuman is causing problems for Central City, and with no Flash to stop him, Jay decides to step up to help. However, with Barry and Cisco in Earth-2 and the threat of Zoom looming, will there be a way to bring them back, or will it be the beginning of the end for the Flash? Okay, not much of a summary, as I said, but that's besides the point. The point is, I love this episode. This episode, without a doubt, is just awesome on so many levels. It's just so awesome that trying to explain it would be difficult. There are so many things I liked about it. Like, for example, Barry and the gang heading to Earth-2, and seeing Earth-2 being completely different from Earth-1 is not only a nice change of pace, but it helps build up the world itself. This episode is filled with tons and tons of Easter eggs. I really mean it. So many Easter eggs in the episode that I could just spend an entire video discussing it. Some of the most notable being are the villains of this week. That's right, Caitlin Snow and Ronnie Raymond, aka Killer Frost of Earth-2 and Deathstorm. And it was nice seeing alternate versions of our favorite heroes. Seeing favorite heroes becoming villains. I do have to say, truthfully, that I think all the actors in this episode had a lot of fun with it. And that fun transcends onto the viewers. I really enjoyed the episode a lot. I was giddy. I was on the edge of my seat watching everything. The environment of Earth-2 was very good. The characters, although alternate counterparts, act completely different, and it gave many of the actors the opportunity to go all out and express themselves in a very different manner. Hence why the villains of this episode, not to mention the one on Earth-1, did a spectacular job. All of the actors, every single one of them did, without a doubt, the best. And like I said, there were like a lot of Easter eggs, and there were a lot of favorite moments in the episode. For starters, Earth-2. Earth-2 being completely different than Earth-1. And it's nice that they pay nods to it too by having a Silver Age retro style. It just felt so different. Not to mention seeing the characters being completely different than what they expected. Some of them being good guys, the others being bad guys, like I said. Oh, and can I forget to mention that the actor who played Cisco really shined here. He really shined in this episode as not only Vibe, but his Earth-2 counterpart, Reverb. Yeah, I don't even know if Reverb is a Flash villain or not, but the point is his actor did spectacular. I gotta give kudos because seeing two versions of Cisco neck and neck is just so awesome. Not to mention Cisco saying that he's Cloud City Vader and me, like they did in The Empire Strikes Back. Very clever. And it was also nice to see Jay Garrick again as the Flash. Although I had no idea that Jay Garrick was dying because of his own actions. He took Velocity 6 in the hopes of improving his powers. But I had no idea that it ended up draining his powers. Before, when he first appeared, we thought that Zoom was the one who stole his powers. Now, after this, we know why, and how Caitlin is so determined to help Jay. I feel that the two are in love already, because Jay really does care for Caitlin and vice versa. Speaking of which, there was a lot of emotional moments. One of them I'm going to mention here is Barry, Earth-1 Barry, speaking with his Earth-2 mom, her counterpart. And it just really brought a tear to my eye. Grant Gustin delivered an amazing job with his performance. And I can tell that it just made him feel happy inside that in the other world, his mom is alive and happy. And seeing that really pulled my heartstrings a lot. It really did. The action was very good. The humor was pretty nice, although it made me wonder why in Earth-2, Joe West treats Barry like utter crap. Yeah, I found out in the episode that Joe detests Barry. He really does. And it was sad seeing Earth-2 Joe go. But to be honest, his actor did an amazing job. All the actors did great. Though if I were to have any legitimate complaints, it's the fact that the metahuman of Earth-1, the villain, Geomancer, wasn't really that threatening. All he does was wanting to come after the Flash and basically causing earthquakes and tremors to take down Central City. He didn't last long, but seriously, I wish the villain would have been more better, but it really wouldn't matter because it did not hinder the episode one bit. It was nice seeing Jay Garrick in action, and that was good. I really did enjoy it. Both of the plots were very good, especially the first plot with Earth-2. What began as a normal mission turned out to be an utter mess when Barry decides to get involved in Earth-2's shenanigans. And what he said to Wells was very powerful, that no matter what the universe, he sees Iris and Joe as his family, and he really does care for them. Goes to show how much he improved as a character, and how much he has developed as well. I have a soft spot for the actor Grant Gustin, and he really did deliver for Barry Allen. Although if I had another legitimate complaint, it's the fact that, well, Reverb got killed off. I mean, come on, Reverb was just an amazing villain. Even for the short time he had, he really was threatening. And it made me imagine what it was like if Earth-1 Cisco had tapped into the full potential of his powers. He could have been either a great ally or a threatening villain. Without a doubt, it was something like having him killed off, which is bad. He shouldn't have been killed off, but instead, Killer Frost ends up surviving. I'm sorry, but just trying to express how much I liked about the episode is just clouding my thoughts, and it's trying to have me figure out what I didn't like about it. There really wasn't much, but Reverb getting killed off was one of the nitpicks I had. He should have lived. He should have lived, and it would have made the rest of the season interesting, and it would have helped make like Cisco's journey interesting, because seeing his other self being a villain and everything is bringing some doubts. A lot of doubts. Now then, what do I have to say about the rating? How do I rate this? Remember, my reviews are opinionated as well as my review scores. However, seeing how this episode not only was a fun episode, an exciting episode, I am going to give this one, Welcome to Earth-2, the highest rating that I can issue it. I'm sorry. I don't care if people are going to hate me for this, but the heck with it. I am giving Welcome to Earth-2 a 10 out of 10. One of the best episodes of the season and one of the best of the series, period. Without a doubt, one of the best. It was funny, it was action-packed, it was emotional, it was intense, and the ending is just setting things up for the second part, which I hope they can pull off a successful second part, because the first one raised the bar so high. All the actors did an amazing job. They had a lot of fun with it, like I said, and that fun transcended onto the viewers. I read in interviews that the actress who played Caitlin Snow said that they all had a lot of fun doing it. And that to me is what made this episode one of the best of The Flash thus far. It is one of the best. More better than Enter Zoom. I'm sorry, but when a rating like this surpasses a previous season 2 episode, the bar has never been higher. Though, of course, you guys are welcome to disagree with me. What do you guys think of the episode? Was there anything you liked or disliked? Please let me know in the comments what you think. I look forward to hearing from you. Anyway, that's it for my review of this week's Flash. Welcome to Earth-2. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. And next week is going to be the conclusion to the 2-part Earth-2 saga, Escape from Earth-2. See you then. Peace out.